Ladies and gentlemen, a warm welcome from my side also to your tech days here in Munich. Just a few words about agriculture and the technical challenges from a digitalization point of view. The key trend in the agribusiness right now is to use technology and digitalization especially to do more with less. This has to do with the challenges and the demands and requirements from the society to be more sustainable in the agribusiness, to use less chemicals, to avoid chemicals on the soil, and also to improve, of course, the productivity and the output per hectare regarding 10 billion people living on this world in 2045. So the technology development is extremely important for the agriculture, especially in actual situation. We have a lack of 200,000 employees, freelancers, who are not available in the European agri-market because of the corona crisis. So we have, for instance, a joint venture with Google regarding a company. It's called Abundant Robotics. That's a robot technology for the harvest of fruits, especially apples. So we use this prototype already in New Zealand, and now for the upcoming season in Europe, these type of robots will play a much more important role 24/7 in the harvest period. So technology can be really a solution for sustainability, for environmental protection, and also to avoid chemicals on the soil. There are, of course, different drivers for this technical development. The external circumstances, climate change, of course, the political development in Europe, the technical development with all our manufacturers for tractors, harvesters, and so forth, and of course the agriculture structure here in Europe. So this is completely different in comparison, for instance, to the United States or South Africa, where we are involved as well. There you have much bigger farms, and the level of technology in the United States, for instance, is extremely high. The digitalization process is very advanced in comparison to Europe, where we are still in infancy, so to say, of the agri-business. And of course, there are already different technical aspects where we are very successful. For instance, the sowing with drones is getting more and more important, or also the precision farming and the subspace management to reduce the chemicals in the fields, for instance. And unlike, for instance, the car industry, we are more or less in the beginning of using applications on the farms. So the farm management system plus vertical implications are extremely important to improve the processes. And over the last year, the people were discussing a lot about the digitalization and automation process for farms here in Europe. The problem is only, this is not a revolution, this is an evolutionary development. Why is this the case? Because the farmers are extremely conservative. We are in the middle of a generation change now. I think the younger farmers are much more dedicated to the digitalization process as the parents and grandparents were in the past. And so I expect some changes in the future. We are investing a lot of money in vertical applications with our company Farm Facts, and we are also investing in new companies and startups with new ideas for applications, for digitalizations, and also for the robot development. Nevertheless, it's an evolution, not a revolution. And for instance, also the greenhouse technology, which is based on software applications, it's high-tech on a highest level. The greenhouse technology is becoming more and more important due to the climate change. We are investing in that as well, for instance, in the United Arab Emirates. And this will be a new business pillar for the future. So the digitalization is a very complex issue and item for the farmers in Europe and especially in Germany. And I expect over the next years that more and more modern technology and software applications will be available and will be put in place for the farmers to improve the processes, to be more competitive as in the past. And I expect as well a change in the general agri policy in Germany and in all over Europe, the so-called gap politics. I expect changes with regard to the structure of the subsidies. So the digitalization and automation process needs to be supported by official authorities and the governments and the European Commission. So the subsidies in the future will be much more oriented on digitalization and automation. And the key issue for all the farmers is the question of data protection and data security. But this is another story.